Here's a game. Let's say hello. And turn on the coordinates. Let's see, I'm black. Let's go ahead and place a stone so my opponent doesn't get too impatient. Let's look at the game info. What is this? It's half point of Comey. So, oh, he's an 11Q plus. Okay, so I'm basically a one stone handicap. And we can approach. He defends the corner. What am I supposed to do when he defends the corner? Do I still want to play a Kobayashi? I can try it. Wow. Very, very conservative. Okay, approach over here to break up his side. He can pincer me. He does. I'll go into the corner. He ignores me. My best move is still probably to respond to his approach, so just treat it like him playing some moves out of order. I mean, what's my follow-up over here? He's approaching on the wrong side of this stone. So, do we just jump out here and see what he does with this stone? I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about pincering, but this one stone in the corner is not very much to defend itself. Maybe I should have made a better enclosure here. Okay, and then he comes back and responds over here. So we'll connect up on this side. It's odd. I normally block this way rather than trying to attach on this side. Okay, so he is going all in on this random play here. Let's jump out here, capping this stone. He's made my corner a little more solid here. I don't know. There may be still some Aji in there. But if I get his this stone, that's a decent compensation. So if I go here, he pushes with an Atari, and I connect, then he can take this stone. So I should just connect solid, keep him low here. Okay, that's not Sente. There's so many places I could follow up here. It's hard to say what's best. I could finish surrounding this stone. I could cut this stone off from the corner. I think that's small. Surrounding this stone is big. And I'll do that now. There's also responding over here. Pincering this stone. Taking away its extension. Okay, now let's see if he can kill the corner. I mean, I thought it wasn't Sente, but I could be wrong. Because this formation is usually alive until it's completely surrounded. Then you do have to respond. Is this going to be good enough? Well, if I can break out over here, that will be good enough. And I can squeeze here then. Not squeeze, wedge. I can wedge in here. Connect. And does he want to fix? He does. Okay, so this is alive. Let's go back here and pincer this stone. Where do I want to pincer? Yeah, from here to here I have a 2-space jump. He also left a cut here. Okay, So he doesn't mind if I take this stone too. Let's see, if I go here, he might try to sneak out. So let's play a knight's move here and see what he wants to do with that stone. Okay, he goes for the corner. I'm going to keep the corner. What's best here? Just solid? Stand up and make an extension over here. So if I go here and he cuts, this is actually a ladder that goes to him. All those ladders go to him. I can go here, however. I can poke in here. He makes a tiger's mouth. He didn't even make a tiger's mouth. He's just going to try and live there. Yeah, I really expected him to go here. So what's better? Let's threaten to take away this eye. He responded, okay, so I think I can let him sneak out if he wants to. Let's take more space over here. And extend over here. So if this group comes out, I don't think it's a big deal. Just need to look at this side here. It's so big, but you know, I have a big side too. So maybe the thing to do is just, okay, I want to make sure this stays alive. But what does that do? If he continues, I'll block, and he connects, and I connect, and I'm still alive there. So I'm going to say that's not Sente. Yeah. So my question is what to do over here. Maybe the shoulder hit. Just keep him low and build this side. He's got a firm policy of not responding to my moves. Let's save this stone. It's kind of pincered. Let's lean on these two stones to build shape here. Okay, he finally protected the cut over there. That's interesting. Let's push down here. Since he didn't respond to the shoulder hit, let's follow up. Okay, there is a place he could cut through there. So let's extend once. Then take these stones. Aha, he thinks he can connect up over here. Interesting. Well, I don't know if I'm... Yeah, I guess if he connects up to this stone, it is going to be... Okay, so he's going to connect up on this side. That's his plan. How about I go here, he follows, and I wedge. Threatening to cut here. So he will protect, and then can Atari on this side or connect, and I get this one stone, and he lives along here by connecting back. I don't know, it's pretty weak. If I go here, he cuts. I go here, he takes this stone. I think that's worse, huh? I go here, he's going to push. Yeah, he's all connected here. Let's do this. Just keep him low. Okay, he Ataris my stone, but leaves this cut. It's double Atari here. So we will take this stone. Okay, let's see. When he pokes in here, block. Let's keep surrounding him here a bit. Okay, he responded. Just didn't want him cutting these stones off further. So I can cap here. I can put a stone here. I can jump out down here, continue to reduce his territory on this side, which was his pride and joy at one point. Okay, I do have to respond. So he was able to reduce me in Sente, but it was a pretty small reduction. But I needed to respond, so I didn't lose the whole thing. At least that's the way it seemed to me. Okay, he can come out here a little bit. Should try and prevent him from building too much in this area. So let's Atari here first. Okay, we'll just take this one. I guess he just wants to stay on top. But that reduces him over here. So make this a little more secure and then come out. Okay, that one, let's just surround it on a larger scale. I wanted to jump out anyway, and don't think that can connect up. I don't think it can connect up. Okay, chase with the knight's move. Extend. Chase with the knight's move. Okay, it's about time to cut this. I don't know, can I get away with it? I wedge. He Ataris, I connect. He connects, I block. Or if he Ataris me this way, I connect, and he connects. I can cut here. I'm going to try this. Okay, decided to wedge that way and connect to that way. We will continue to chase. And I don't know. Don't want him to connect up, even if it's just a lone stone there. Let's see. If he Ataris on this side and I go here, he can take. So I have to extend. Then he can cut here. So is it better for me to connect back here, give up these two stones, and call this a day? Stop chasing it? Or is it better for me to pull back here, and then do I sacrifice these stones? I pull back here, he cuts. I extend. And he has to, if he goes here, then I'll connect and I'll be okay. So he has to push me again. I go here. I'm going to try that. Tentatively, I will try that. Because I am threatening to connect up in various places. Like here. Yeah. Okay. So let's block here. He gets this cut. I could extend here. He extends and then block. And he can Atari me this way, maybe take these two stones. I think at some point I need to stop playing here. Block here, let him cut and take this stone. He gets one eye. Then play on top. Try and build something here. I do have these two stones along the side here. Could be helpful in building something. This is connected over here. Let's see. Atari here, Atari here. Turn. Let's Atari here first. And extend. I'm trying to build this. He extends. Okay, let's take this one now. This will help secure the life of my groups. Okay, I think it's getting to where this is big. I could cut here and just push. I cut, he extends, I Atari, he extends, Atari turns, I catch him. Yeah, let's just take that stone and finish off the corner. Okay, let's sacrifice this stone. He can live with this group. Let's make sure that I'm solid over here. And I could peep at this connection. And jump up here. Okay, so if we look to territories, I have this side here pretty good, I think. I got this corner back. What does he have? I should threaten the monkey jump here. He has this corner. This is not much points along here. It looks bigger than it is because it extends so far, but it's only a single point. Oh, he's not afraid of the monkey jump. Okay. Let's play it. Okay, just connect up. Now, okay, cut this off. That makes sense. What's the best way to connect these stones here? The clamp. Okay, I will clamp back. Let's cut that off. He is reducing my corner there, huh? Okay, let's push there. He's continuing his Playing everywhere strategy. Here, let's finish this one. That he's had is playing everywhere strategy that he's had from the beginning of the game. Anyway, so I have a little clunk of territory here, a little clump here. Yeah, this is something I wondered about. Is this alive here? See, these stones are connected through to here, so I'm not so worried if he disconnects me there. Let's stay connected here. Ah, he can disconnect me here. Oh, but I can take this stone. So let's just keep our eye shape here. But I should connect here. There was, I'm sorry, yeah, there's a tactic. He plays here, and it's an Atari on these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stones, and I connect. And he can go after this one. No, it's still... Anyway, I'll just go ahead and play there. It's not disconnected because I can take this stone. Okay, I descend here. He can't separate me. What is he thinking? Is he trying to reduce me to one eye? Well, let's see if he can do it. I don't think so. Maybe there was a way for him to do it. I take here and I've got 2 eyes. This one is not an eye over here. Okay, that's just an Atari that captures 2 stones. Do I have something bigger than that? Why don't I finish off this border here? Yeah, that was what I was saying. And I'll just capture stone for stone. And it gave me back this corner. Okay, that was nice. And there's my 2 eyes. Okay, so he lived over there. I can finish this off here. Can block here to make sure this is all connected. I'll keep that. We'll have to surround those stones. And let's see, extending here. And here, get this area enclosed. I could threaten to connect up over here. Okay, yeah, he didn't. He didn't allow that. I was thinking of extending there just when he played that move. Okay, this would be an Atari when I play here. Let's see. Yeah, I can do it now. Connect those stones back up that he had kind of split off at one time. Or that stone. Okay, yeah, there's that move. So I could have descended at D19 at some point, but I didn't. So let's descend at B19 and keep that, what's left of that corner. Let's see, so if he cuts here, Atari extends, Atari turns, I take. No problem. There is this stone here inside, but I don't see how it can link up to anything. I can play a tempo move here, but it's not enough room to live inside. This all looks pretty solid around here. Anyway, when he finishes surrounding this group, I'll have to connect, but it's connected to a living group here. And, you know, one time he was threatening to have a lot of potential on this side, and it seems to have mostly gone away. Yeah, let's finish surrounding this area. He takes one stone. I don't really care. It doesn't even threaten to take the next stone, so. What do I have that's bigger than that? Bigger than the one stone. Yeah, we're getting down there. I'll just connect. I'll just connect everything at this point. Here, maybe, would be a good move to play. I guess here actually was a real point. I was thinking when I play here it will force him to connect, but it doesn't. He's got enough. Say if I Atari here, he connects. He's still got 2 eyes here and here. So he's fine. So yeah, so I should have played there where he did. I guess there is something here. If he pushes in here, I'll want to play inside and connect up. So let's connect here so I don't have to play inside. And I have to connect here at some point, so let's go ahead and do that. See, I can play here. So I still got 2 more moves to play to surround this group. I can push in here and force him to connect here. Okay, so he played a move there. Could just connect, but so if I connect here, then I can push in here. Doesn't gain any points. Let's pass here. See if he finds, oh, I do need to connect. Yeah, let's go ahead and connect. Yeah, I don't have to respond to that. Let's pass again. Here is an Atari, I connect. He extends, it's an Atari, I connect. He extends again. I take. Okay, now it's a double Atari, so I do have to connect. So he was right. We weren't quite done. I do think I have more space on the board than he did, even if he had Comey. So we'll check this out afterwards. I'll take a look at it with Sabaki. See what Sabaki thinks. And he passed. All right, let's pass. I did manage to capture this one stone, which I surrounded it and had nowhere to run to. I feel good about that one. Dominate points. Let's click done. 38. Okay, so it was a big win. Yeah, a lot more than Comey. Anyway, yeah, we'll check this out with Sabaki. I'll see you then. Bye. So I took a look at the game with Sabaki and Katago, and this graph in the upper right is the result. You can see it was kind of going back and forth in the early part of the game, and then I took over around here, and then except for this huge spike, I kept the lead the rest of the way. So let's check it out. I'll go over this kind of quickly. Let's go forward to the first move where I looked at a variation. I thought this was interesting here. So my opponent had ignored my jump into his corner and had played an approach here. And I just did the back off. The AI definitely recommends ignoring that approach and following or continuing with this Joseki here, just getting a solid corner. And well, I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, I often treat this approach as Sente, but when you have a 4/4 stone, it's not always Sente, so it's something to keep in mind. And here's just a sample variation. The worst the white can do is some kind of double approach. If he jumps into the 3/3, that's something he could have done anyway, even without the approach stone. So this is the one that makes the best use of it. And then you can attach, and this is a variation that I got following the AI, but I've seen this much at least played before, so I know this much is Joseki. But then the AI wants to play here. I don't know if this is Joseki anymore. And then here. And it looks like the AI is sacrificing these two stones in exchange for, there's the ladder here that goes to white stones or the wall. So white has captured these, but black jumps out here. And so black keeps a portion of the corner at least, and also captures this white stone. So he's getting this side and sacrifice those two stones. But apparently this is just a fine result, and the fact that black was able to get in that extra move down here and connect up is a big one. So you can, when you see your opponent jumping around like this, you don't have to necessarily treat this approach move as Sente. But anyway, I did. And here, again, this is a move that I treated as Sente and didn't have to. I responded here. Let's go forward. And then at this point, yeah, what is the AI? The AI is recommending this Hane here, which is interesting. Rather than responding up here, it says white will connect. You can make a tiger's mouth. White will play on top, and then a pincer over here. So you pincer this stone and just ignore this stone. Let him come into the corner. I guess he can get a portion of the corner, but if you get this side again, that's pretty good. Anyway, going back to the game, I just blocked. And let's go forward to the next, oops, wrong button. Let's go forward to the next branch I looked at. It's right here. I did not like the way that I handled the corner. So one thing I could do after this peep, I could have extended here, preventing this stone from connecting up. If it tries to push through this way, I can block it in and capture it. So that doesn't work. Looks like the best that white can do after I block on that side is this Hane underneath here. And this is a little tricky. It says that I should push and let him into the corner a little bit, and then connect up like this. So I keep the corner, and he's sort of made a life with this group. These two stones still don't have a base, so and my corner, I think my corner is alive at this point. So interesting. So when I start to play the wrong moves around here, let's see, I responded to that peep, and then when I did the back off here, it's pretty much back to even. So my opponent played some weak moves and I was getting an advantage, and then I played some weak moves. Let's see, what should I have done here? And back up. Did I look at this? Yeah, it actually wants me to Hane here rather than extend. I was considering which one of these two moves to play, because if I extend, of course, he can Atari and take this stone. But I guess this is okay, and then I get to follow up down here with this Hane again, and the computer likes that move. So anyway, at this point I backed off. He should follow up, try and link up with this stone, and instead he played away, and I should pincer these two stones here. That would be my best response. But let's see, in this case he played here, and I responded with this move. I wanted to make sure this stone was rounded up, and by this time we're getting back to about even. And these differences here where it's bouncing around, they're in the range of 3 or 4 points at worst. So it's not like a game deciding advantage for players at my level. It might be important for a stronger player. Anyway, let's continue. It looks like this was all right the way I played it. But here is this wedge here maybe was not necessary, and I should play this. But I want to back up. Yeah, I missed something here. There was one point where the wedge was really good. It's right here. Instead of just descending, I could wedge right here while his stones are still kind of weak. I block, he connects, I connect, he connects, and then I have this cut. So yeah, there were too many cutting points for him to protect after the wedge, and these two stones are kind of lonely here. And the AI actually recommends playing away and connecting up over here and just letting me capture these two stones. If white wants to play more stubbornly and keep that stone, I can extend here. I can Hane here, and then I can take this stone. And if he tries to come out, I can extend. And, these stones look like they're in trouble. My corner, I guess, he is just alive, especially if these are in trouble. So, interesting. Could have played more aggressively there, but I didn't. So as I said, it's around even here. And let's see. And then I do this wedge. He blocks. Or, yeah, it's a wedge. And then I jumped out here, pincering this one stone, which never, is one of those moves he played and didn't follow up on. Let's see. If we back up, a better pincer is this one, according to the AI. So just something to think about. And then here, he should, what did he actually play? Okay, it's my turn there. Let's see. So I did the pincer. He connected over here finally. And then here I should cut. And I didn't. I just followed up over here surrounding this stone. And here's his chance to extend. That's why the cut is good. It prevents this extend. And these two moves, this cut for me and this extend for him, they're the biggest moves on the board for like the next 100 moves, and both of us ignore them. And let's see. Wrong button again. Here. So we play elsewhere. Here I was wondering about the extend versus the Hane. The Hane is kind of natural, and that was my first instinct, but then I was starting to worry about all the cutting points, so I decided to play just straight up. But the computer says just Hane there, it's better. And he drops down, and then play over here, take the cut. And once again, Uh, anyway, let's just play on for a bit. We're getting to a critical moment here. Yeah, it's okay. That's just showing that it was still the biggest move on the board for him to extend and for me to cut. And again, I should cut here. There was this point here. Where was that? Right here. This is the move I wanted to look at. Right here, it's an even game. And after this move, it's like 10 points in my favor. So this Hane here that white played, it doesn't threaten the corner, so it's not a Sente move, and it's really, really small. It must be the smallest move on the board. So that's something, if you're ever tempted to play a move like this early in the game, just make sure it's Sente. Make sure your opponent has to respond, but that move is just not Sente. And so that's just a big difference in the game. And after that, I keep the advantage the rest of the way. I'm still ignoring these big moves up here, and so is my opponent. So it's a little bit hard sometimes to know what exactly the best move is aside from that, because we aren't playing the true best moves. But anyway, let's go forward to that. Let's go forward to that giant spike. Oh, I guess there was one point here. This was a place where I played down to set up a monkey jump, and we were just doing endgame moves here. There were better endgame moves for me, so this was a better endgame move, and this was a better endgame move, and this one, even this clamp over here, was a better endgame move. So, just interesting, I thought. We're getting near that critical moment here where the big spike happens. Yeah, it's right around here. So this is a point where I just was connecting up over here. It wasn't a big move. In fact, it wasn't even necessary. And yeah, I was saying I should connect down here. Now these stones are not yet in really big trouble, but it's getting there. And in fact, after white pushes in here, then I have to do something. I just connected here. So let's see, if I had played down here, then, excuse me, if I had played down here, then I guess this would not have been as big a threat, because by the time he played that move, I basically have to sacrifice these 3 stones and play a move here to make sure this group has enough shape to live. There's ways to make eyes all over the place here. For example, if I were to connect here, now it's his move, but if I had a stone here, then this would be an eye. And if I had a stone here, this would be an eye. If I had a stone here and here, this would be an eye. So there's a lot of ways to make eyes here, but he's gradually taking them away from me one by one. So yeah, he pushed and I connected, and then he did a Hane here, and actually this group is dead now. It no longer has a way to live. So that was quick. Let's see, I blocked, which was as good a move as any, I guess. And then the way he kills me is with the crosscut here. So that either captures these stones, or if and after they're captured, these remaining stones don't have two eyes. So I connect to try and live. Then he can capture this stone. Let's see. I can squeeze here. He comes underneath. Or I mean, I can take. And you can see I just left it off there. There's just not 2 eyes here. I can connect here and make 1 eye. Then that's it. This is not an eye. It's got 2 moves needed to make an eye here, here, and here. So so he's just winning this whole group and winning the game. Let's see. And it stays like that. He has another chance to win. He played here, and then I played this move. And then he responded. So he could still kill me with a wedge here. And it would go like this. I try dropping down. He squeezes from this side. I try going like this. Ataris, I connect. And at this point, I don't have 2 eyes. This is even a false eye at this point. as long as there's no eye here. And so the most I can do is make one eye over here. Pretty sad. But fortunately for me, he responded over here, and then I'm okay. I think at this point, I did look at, he just responded over here, and I went here, and we saw what happened in the game. I just looked at one more variation where, what if he extended here sooner? Can I still get two eyes? And the way I do it is by connecting here, which I thought is interesting. So he can squeeze me here and get rid of this eye. But then as he comes around here, I can block. And he can capture, I can Atari. So this will give me one eye in this area and a threat to make another eye here. And if he blocks that, then I can capture. So again, I'm threatening to make two eyes over here. And if he blocks that, then I can play this one. And I've got two eyes because one eye here and one eye over here. And if he tries to run out, I can block. And a throw-in doesn't do any good because this is connected over here. So is that true? Yeah. Yeah, this is a solid eye. Okay, I just had a moment of doubt there, so I'm able to save myself at this point, no matter what he does. And then that's the end of the game when I save that group. I'm sure there's better end game that could be played, but let's just go to the final position. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.